Happy 2nd of December 2025 and welcome to my knit-along Christmas tree forest advent scarf using scrap, leftover yarn and forgotten stash. Today I can't impress you so much with snow and mountains. The mountain is behind the clouds and the snow is gone and the birds are gone because the birds are only here when the snow is here. And it's a little dark, but I have glitter sequins, so what do I care? And my tree has glitter sequins too today, even colored ones. And my arm warmers too, it's all sequins today. I thought I'd start with sequins just if you had the glorious idea to do that too and get your yarn stuck between stitches when you weave it in or seam it. Even though the snow is gone, it's still a little chilly up here. Let's go downstairs. Actually, this scarf I was just wearing upstairs, I didn't make it. I found it on a flea market that we have here in town every year. There was a lady that sold all those scarves, tons. And she said, yeah, an old lady made it and she doesn't want it anymore. And they were totally new. Nobody has ever worn them. And this one was there too. It's actually not a scarf, it's a cowl. And it's very shiny and glittery. And I don't like cowls, and especially not this size. This is like a cowl you have to wrap twice or it hangs down. But it's not knit in the round, it's connected. Here is the seam. So my plan is to actually unseam that and make it into a scarf. After the Christmas trees, I do that. This Christmas tree today, I knitted, of course, with my snowflake black and white Christmas yarn, that pinkish mohair silk and that sequin thread. I think it's a very nice mix. It would look good on a bigger scale with a different stitch. I like garter stitch, but this would also look good in stockinette. Even this mystery thread, which I don't know how much plastic is in here, but even this thread is soft now, actually. It has been in my closet for years, so I'm determined to just use it. The only time I used this before was on a scarf I knitted for my younger daughter years ago. It was the West Knit Verticals Unite. It's a tiny version of the scarf, and in this part I used it. My daughter loved it. It's a nice scarf. She hasn't worn it for a while. I think I'm going to take it back. Let's graft and seam those trees together. Today this little girl is going to watch. It's also a figure I painted together with the trees for my kids in an advent calendar years ago. I think she's very cute. And she looks like she has sparkly sequins on her dress and hat. I will seam and graft the green tree to the new sequin tree. This one has 13 garter ridges and this one has 14 garter ridges. So that means we will place the tip of this white tree right at the first garter ridge here, not at the cast off row, but at the garter ridge. And if you look on the side of those trees, you can see the bumps here. There are always top and bottom bumps here too. Sometimes you have to pull a little, then you can see it better. The top ones look like frowns and the bottom ones look like smiles. So in the green tree, we take the smiles, and in the white tree, we take the frowns. And we will start with a smile right here. We're gonna go into our first smile. My cutoff, by the way, is probably way too long. I could have done twice the length of the trees and it would be enough. However, okay, so we're in our first smile bump here. Now we go into our first tippy top frown bump. It's just the first bump here, because the tip has to be on the first row. All right, and then we go into the next smile here. You can actually see that best if you hold the fabric next to each other. And the smile and the frown. Make sure not to pull it too tight, because then your fabric isn't stretchy anymore. I seamed my stitches right under the place where I hold the live stitches on the safety pins. I really put the thread right under the purl bumps under the safety pin. Now I can put those stitches onto a knitting needle, double pointed. From seaming, I'm in the front now. I'm in the green tree, I'm in the front. I first slide off as to purl, then knit and pull through. And then instead of normal Kitchener stitch, which you would do when you graft together a stockinette stitch, where you would go lift off knit and slide through purl, you just do the same thing again. You lift off purl and slide through stitch. And in the back again, lift off purl, slide through stitch. This is the double stitch. I just slide it off purlwise. And then in the corner to connect that short row slip off as purl, I can connect the stitch to this bump here, knitwise, so I don't have a hole there. And then go back to the needle and lift this off as purl. Then I seam all the way up, and that's how those 2 trees look grafted. I think it turned out really nice. It looks very continuous on both sides. The ridges align and you can't feel a seam. It's very flat. Once you get the hang of it, it's a really fast and easy process, and it will be no problem to seam and graft together all those 24 trees. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you tomorrow.